how loud the sound of crinkling plastic is gonna be, but there's not much I can do. I'm working on getting my hair into a middle part, but that's not an easy thing to do when you've been putting it one way your whole life, guys. But I'm making progress. You know? Doorknob Keebler number 1. Going in the freezer. See you in 1,000 years. Am I gonna put my goddamn phone in the freezer? It's been a pretty weird time for me. You know? I got this roommate. I came out this morning to stretch, to use the bathroom. Oops. And she comes in here and she's like, "Why did you come out?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just came out to use the bathroom and stretch." So there was like a good 30 seconds of like awkward silence where I was like, "You're right," you know? And she was like, "Oh, I was just wondering if you wanted to come to church with me and your grandma." And I was like, "I'm all right." But our interactions are not getting any easier. They've actually been getting harder and more difficult and more like they feel like 1,000 years have passed before the time we're done talking comes. I don't know why. You know? Genuinely, I don't like it. But, you know. That started. So I'm not going to say a thing. Except for right there, where I said a thing. But, I don't know, man. The other day, she asked me if I was ever Christian. I was like, yeah, at one point or another, you know? But I just don't like being isolated to a belief system. This cup is ruined. This dishwasher's clean. Drinking out of this Kona ice cup. God, I think I've had one there for too long. Oh, that's a lot of steam. That's what you get when you're working with the microwave. Because it doesn't really, what cooks things, but it doesn't cook them by heating them up. It cooks them by, well, technically it cooks them by heating them up, but it really cooks them by making the molecules move faster. That makes it hotter. You know. Which is why whenever somebody says they don't like to eat from the microwave or else they might get cancer, I'm like, you're clearly uneducated. I need somewhere to put my phone. You know, the thing I can't live without. I'm using a big old red pepper. What? Oh, it's in my pocket. Oh, man. Oh, wait, I need ketchup. Can't eat fucking chicken nuggets. Probably use a little less this time than I usually do. I'm a simple man. Somebody made a comment on my Instagram about my Instagram posts. Which, yeah, whatever. And then that incentivized me, if that's the right word, to make a short about why I don't post on Instagram. Often. And it's because it's my favorite platform. You know? I have nothing to add. It's already been done. You know? I definitely feel cookies in toaster oven, but you know, they're fine the way they are. They're cooked, aren't they? A little rubbery, but cooked. Gordon Ramsay would not approve of this practice. And I don't even give a fuck, not gonna lie. Because we ain't a 5-star chef. I'm just a guy trying to survive in a world where I don't fit in. Now what, guys? Dornoch Keebler is number 1, but Dornoch Keebler is always on the losing team. Dornoch Keebler isn't even a team. It's but a man. I wish I had some of that smashing pack right now. But I don't. And so, we suffer. Now, I see people talk about this sometimes. Yes, I'm aware there's 0 viewers most of the time. But if I cared, I would quit the stream. But to prevent that from causing me any struggle, I just talk to the air instead of talking to the camera. The great thing about where you're directing your attention towards is that there's many places you can do that. Direct your attention towards, I mean. It's all the ketchup. I knew I used too much. Try to calculate the exact amount of ketchup you're gonna use for a couple chicken nuggets, okay? And then tell me how easy it is. Okay. And by a couple, I mean like 5, maybe 6, you know, 'cause I'm a hungry guy. Badass. Disgusting. Good guy. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't think the dishwasher's clean yet anyway, so none of that really needs to happen. It's just gonna happen anyways. A peaceful man. We don't want to get too definitive around here. We don't want to get too material. Pretty sure this cup is supposed to change colors, but it's not. It's not changing colors. It's a disgrace to its entire of cups that I've never met. Doorknob Keebler number 1. Back issues, that's no fun. Ugh. Oh. I've been seeing that Borderlands 4 is out. In fact, they're in your face about it, and they even made an ad about being in your face about it. I'm definitely gonna play it, but I gotta wait till I'm not poor, which is probably gonna be in a few days here. When I get like a $200 paycheck, and then the majority of that is zapped up into rent, and then maybe I'll have a little bit for Borderlands. But I kind of want to wait. I'd rather play the first and second game first. Maybe the pre-sequel. I don't know how Borderlands games work. But my content isn't exactly made to be entertaining. It's just made to be satisfying for me, because there's a lot on my mind. It never seems like I can get enough of it out. It's like when you're taking a dump, and you're finished, but you don't really feel like you're finished, but you just kind of are, and you have to accept the reality that you don't feel satisfied after taking a dump. Not the cleanest reference in the world, but we have a bit of a potty mouth around here. So, yeah. Yep. Doorknob Keebler. I don't know what I am. So. But what I do know is that I'm always on the losing side. Doorknob Keebler number 1, always losing. I got no